Don't you know I'm pumped up my kicks, ho? Night City, though. You know I'm at back, baby. She don't got no customer, though. In the love of clubbing, baby. That's just how it goes, though. I don't need a sofa. Somebody I used to know. Video game half-mask. She just want the black flag. I just gotta sweat her. That just be the weather. Skinny lover, baby. She a blondie. That's just new slang for them tightrope mommies. Yeah, that's right. Don't mess it up. That's the move, girl. Don't mess it up. That's my groove, girl. The less I know, the better. Baby girl, I rip high. When I start sleeping on the floor, when I get hot. 10,000 opioid. 10,000 in a row. What, baby, what you want? Money and the chemicals. Let your glove.
Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Reacts. This is Willy P TV1 on Twitch, Willy P 417 on YouTube, Willy P 420 on TikTok, and that's really it. But I appreciate you guys for coming in, and let's go ahead and get this thing going. It says the disturbing downfall of Blueface. If you guys can, get like Prince. If you guys can, go ahead and throw him a like. Go ahead and throw him subscribe and throw a comment on there. Let's go.
Mama's beefing. We got the internet looking at him crazy for all these fake texts he done got in jail. If we looking at it, he has had one of these strangest after prison releases we done seen in a long time. Now, Blueface is not a stranger. This
Yeah, no, I've been hearing like all sorts of crazy stuff about
somebody
this man.
we all know. This somebody who been in the face of the internet for a long time, not because his music been so good over the years, but because he know how to cause problems online. Blueface, one of them people that know how to spark up a conversation surrounding his name on the internet. He real similar to his baby mama, Krishan Rock. Now, they both kind of became the face of toxicity. I made a video on that a couple months ago. These two move crazy, but since the history between these two is so documented in
I really truly think that it's like all the stuff that they do is like pre-set up. Like, okay, so basically like it's like everything that they do, I don't think it's like them actually doing it. I think that they're doing like bits because they know that bits will go viral, and as long as they can keep their name viral, like they can keep making bread.
it. Everybody know the story between Blueface and Krishan. I'm not gonna deep dive into that today. But for some context on the two, years ago, Blueface and Krishan Rock, they came into contact. Like I said, they both crazy. And this was a really toxic relationship that was public. I mean, there's times they was fighting in the streets. There was a time where Krishan Rock was trying to burn Blueface's house down. Point is, their relationship publicly has been very toxic and
Oh yeah, she broke into his house and was like, she screwed up that whole place.
damaging to both of them. But where I think everything changed was when Blueface got locked up a while ago. Pretty much for years, Blueface became this social media personality more than an artist, and instead of really building up a rap career, he built up different ways of making money. Blueface seen the opportunity he had in front of him. He seen that, look, I can do more than just be this rapper, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And so Blueface, he would start restaurants, he would start reality TV shows, he on OF, having shows on there, having people come watch. So he doing all this, making his money, but Blueface is still Blueface. Him being toxic on the internet, that wasn't just the act, he was really this way, and it almost ruined his whole life. So let's go back a couple years, right? Blueface making money, he doing whatever Blueface do, and he goes to Las Vegas. And this wasn't just no normal night for him out in Las Vegas. He was on bad time. He got into it with somebody at the club, and instead of him, just looking at the situation logically and saying, look, I got
Go home, don't do it. It's not worth it. That person is not worth it. Get out of here ASAP.
a bag opportunity. I got money to make.
And dude, if you guys get a chance to look at Blueface's tattoos on his face, what in the fucking coloring book middle schooler happened there, dude? He didn't, like, it's just the picture of him going into jail. He didn't even look that bad. But dude, that picture of the, like, when he first got released in the interview I seen him do with DDG, like, I watched a little portion of it, but like I said, them tattoos are, he covered his face.
I'm that nigga. Instead, He let that anger take over. He inside his club, he let some shots go off. And I don't think he had any idea what this one night was gonna do to his life, because not only did he just try to allegedly shoot a man and get an attempted body put on him, but the club was gonna make an example out of Blueface. And you're gonna see what I mean as this video go on. But right after it happened, AJ said we'll write this on the situation. On November 15, Blueface was taken into custody by Las Vegas Metro Police Department. According to the press release by the police department's Twitter, he was arrested for attempt to end with a deadly weapon and discharging a firearm /into an occupied structure during an incident. And
Dude, I had not heard of this. Like, that is literally mind-blowing that he would even, what a dumbass. But he's out now. And honestly, he's like the healthiest he's looked since the whole time that Blueface has been famous, like, in my opinion. He's usually looks like a Snoop Dogg kind of build, like real slender but tall. But now he's like got like a Kevin Gates, like when Kevin Gates got out, sort of a deal, like where they just like eating ramen and doing push-ups or something. I don't know.
this where everything would change for him. And before I keep going on, make sure you tap in with me on IG at GetLikePrince. I'll be dropping fits over there. You might as well tap in if you're this far into the video. It would be appreciated. So this case happens, and it would take years for the results to actually show. But as the years will go on, more and more info and more pressure would get put on Blueface, because remember, he was shooting in the club, meaning the club had to shut down. And this wasn't no regular club. This was a club in Las Vegas. So this club shut down, mean they lost millions. And this club losing millions of dollars, of course they're gonna have a problem with it. But they had a person to blame. They had one man to point to, Blueface. And that's exactly what they did. They wanted every penny they lost back. And this wasn't no little money. This club wanted $13 million out of Blueface. But what did he expect? He got a club shut down. But a year after the situation, the club, Euphoric Gentlemen's Club, would turn around and ask for that money. They wanted that $13 million back from Blueface. 3 weeks after scoring a
They're tripping, but I could see how they would be upset because they lost, because they might make that amount of money over, you know, the course of, I don't know how they got that high of money.
no jail sentence in his Las Vegas shooting case. Blueface was ordered to pay more than $13 million to a strip club where the October 2022 incident unfolded. SG Enterprises, which operated the club, sued him, claiming he was a nuisance whose unlawful actions caused the business to lose its license. The judgment covers $12.6 million in lost revenue, as well as lease payments of $198,000, outstanding payroll of $84,000, and charges to everything from insurance to utilities, liquors, trash service, order states. So not only did Blueface have this case going on, he getting ready to owe these people $13 million. He facing the attempted M, but he would have a whole different case going on at this same.
Jeez, dude. It's like, man, stay at the crib. Get away from these dumb women. I shouldn't say dumb women, but get away from those women who don't care about you. Get away from the managers and the people who don't care about you. And go and just chill. I don't get why rappers want to go over and above to try and, like, I don't know. It feels like always attempts of him, like, trying to prove that he's, like, still gangster. Like I'm gangster. Like that's an important thing when you become an adult, right? But I don't know. Sometimes you don't understand how these people, like, think and shit like that. Like, sometimes I think it's like meth or like coke, or like I think it's sometimes the drugs, because like the way that they like grit their teeth, the way that their eyes look, the way that like sometimes they carry themselves, like it really makes you think that like there definitely is something there, you know, something that's making them go above and beyond to act that way when they know cameras are out. And I think that, like I said, think about it. If you've been up for 7 days doing coke or 7 days doing dope, and you've been up that long, and you start to go a little delirious, and then you start fighting with your old lady, you start, you think people are stealing your money, you think this shit's going on, that shit's going on, and he's got all these girls living in the basement for his, like, reality show. He had a bunch of crazy stuff going on, but I had no idea about all these cases and the suing and all that stuff. It's just crazy.
And his second case had a lot more to do with him landing behind bars.
Unfortunately, Blueface is going to be spending the majority of his 20s in a prison cell. This comes after he bragged openly about how fun jail was, that he enjoyed it, that he's catching all the squabbles he needed to catch in there, that in there weren't scary like Soulja Boy. Well, that was when he was in county jail, and that was LA County Jail. He was found to be in violation of his previously agreed upon supervised release, and the judge sentenced him to a 4-year prison sentence. As you can see,
So then they gave him probation for the shooting. Is what I'm. Is that what I'm guessing?
this don't look like the Blueface the who be doing all this. The guy who be talking about he's a famous Crip. This looks like somebody who's institutionalized. Somebody who don't have the little
He's not wrong. The dude kind of looks. Blueface does not look very chummy in that picture.
lit haircut anymore. A who just has, he got.
But he also
He
just
got a
he
prison
also just went to jail, so I don't think anybody that goes to jail is chummy, you know.
Haircut. There's no styles, no shape up, no nothing. Facial hair ain't done. But if you still want to convince your fans that you're having a great old time catching squabbles and you're having a blast there, go ahead. The mugshot usually tells the tale of the tape. His career has been in limbo because he hasn't done that much music, but he was doing this.
That's what I was thinking in my head is like I haven't heard any Blueface music in forever. And so it's like until he does put out some music, I think that he's right. He's just in limbo. And to be honest, I don't even know if he's even going to ever put out music. He might just literally ride the coattails off all the music that he already has. Like everything that he's already put together now, I mean, it's already like good. I mean, it's not good music, but it's like it's club music and it's music that could sell, and his personality is something that could sell, so that's what they're looking for, you know?
Like,
And I don't know if he's still with Whack 100 or not. He used to be with Whack 100, which Whack 100 be running like Suge Knight and shit, for real. But or Debo, like he be like the real he be like the big Ube that doesn't get caught, or I don't know. I mean, I've heard all sorts of crazy stuff about all that sort of stuff, you know. So I tend to just stay away from it and just look at stuff for. I mean, I'll look at stuff deeper than the surface, but don't get me wrong. Most times it's just off face value because any other way you can't really tell, you know. But I mean, there is, but I'm being facetious. Let's carry on.
quasi reality TV and also writing for his new baby mama, or not his new baby mama, his other baby mama. All that's now in jeopardy. I'd be surprised if Blueface comes back from jail and is still with the same demeanor. Nobody thinks he's. Everybody think he got hands, but I hope he realizes the opportunity he squandered. You know when I realized he didn't know the opportunity in front of him? He wasn't realizing he was a star. He kept thinking he was a gangbanger. When he was talking about fighting and boxing, and he was talking to an elite chopper, he's like, man, you won't be asking for too much money. He's like, man, my last fight was for like $100,000. And I was like, Blueface is boxing for $100,000? And it wasn't. And I know y'all might be like, well, you don't deserve that much. My thing is that if you believe in your rap career, you wouldn't risk you even losing for $100,000 unless you need it, or unless you just don't give a about this other stuff and you think that this is just like some gang banging gangster shit.
So Blueface goes to prison, but it wasn't like his time on the internet was over with. From prison, he was still in the news about something, whether it was him, whether it was his baby mama, whether it was his mama. It seemed like anybody in his family was gonna go viral every couple months. But after he gets locked up, one of the first things we would really hear from Blueface was news about him getting these face tats in prison. And I mean, he was looking.
I told you guys. I told you. Who did he let touch his face, man?
Crazy. Them niggas in jail was just drawing anything on him. And it got so bad to a point where his own mama come out online talking about how embarrassed she was that he was in there getting them face tats and making himself look how he was looking. One article will write this: no one was more shocked by Blueface's face tats than his mom. In the No Jumper comments, she reacted to recent footage of her son debuting these new face tats while serving a jail term with a disappointing comment. It's like, I pray, and then this happens. And actually, since Blueface got out, he done spoke on these face tats and they mean is in. The reasoning he tried to get behind these face tats still sound kind of stupid, but that's not my body. If he want to do that, let that nigga do what he want.
True
Yeah,
that.
that's what it says on the walls. It says warning, no warning shots in this building. I'm waking up to looking at that every day. You know?
You're like, yeah.
Put that shit on my face. That's low out.
They have tattoo artists in there? What?
Come on, man. Prison and tattoos go hand in hand.
Crazy. All right, what is the Y?
That's for the hood from schoolyard, so that, you know, that's for the yard.
Well, you're YSL?
Then I got schoolyard right here. YSL's for the hood too.
I thought YSL's
That's what I'm saying. They think it's like logos. If you literally like, all right, so this right here, right?
Mhm.
This is the undefeated logo.
Oh shit.
Right?
Okay.
I'm undefeated.
You are.
Okay.
You are.
Lead on me. I'm undefeated.
You know, you make me want to get tattoos. I got fake tattoos one time on stream. I looked good as bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as these months
why would you show Neon? So nerdy, but he's so funny. And I think that's why he always wins. Because there was lots of times he probably should have probably got the boot from Twitch, Kick, all of them, whatever he's going to try and do. But I don't know. Can't, I guess, it's not good to knock people. So let's continue.
Will go on, people still thinking Blueface facing 4 years. And it was like every time somebody spoke on Blueface, the answers was always different. At one point, Whack 100 would come out saying, look, Blueface got a couple months left. Then a couple months turned into the end of this year.
Well, when does it get out, man? Because I know, the internet is definitely not as exciting as it was when Blueface was out here.
He's scheduled for this year. I don't like to give dates because I'm an ex-convict, and it's like you give a date, it's like jinxing somebody. And one thing about our prison system, you ain't out until you out that gate. Tory Lanez, he damn near didn't make it out. You know what I'm saying? So, I just seen cats a day before.
Tory Lanez got out? What? No. I thought they gave Tory Lanez like... Hey Siri, is Tory Lanez out of prison? I'm pretty sure he's just doing an appeal. Hold on, sorry guys. Just thought maybe I'd look. Cause what? Oh, he got 10 years. 10 years. I was
Don't catch
wrong.
a year. Or that morning get unalived. You know what I'm saying? So, you ain't out till you out. So this is what we do know: August, September, October, November, December. The worst case is 150 days. So between now and 150 days, the return to Blueface will be here.
So Blueface is locked up, but not only was Blueface locked up, but Krishan Rock was locked up at the same time. So for
It's like, oh, they can both finally have peace.
a long period of time, this kid just had no parents. Both of this kid's parents were in jail. And then when Krishan Rock got out, she just made their image so much worse. Everything surrounding her, Blueface and his baby, just became hell on the internet. They had this kid, right? And I'm not other niggas on the internet, so I'm not about to sit up here and make fun of somebody's baby or say something out of pocket. So the internet already had this narrative that the baby wasn't okay, right? Then we'll have Krishan Rock adding on top of that. She would be out here literally mistreating the baby. And I'm not over exaggerating. I dead ass seen the video, a clip online while I was making this. And bro, I'm not even gonna show it, but Krishan Rock was holding the baby. She get to blow on her nose. She wipe her nose, and I swear to God, rub the snot on the baby head. That shit was so crazy. But that's
What? You know why? I think it's because she doesn't like the baby. I really think that she's mad that she had a baby with Blueface. There's two ways to look at it. She's either I think she's pissed off because she can't have him, but I think that she's mad because now she's stuck with this baby and she knows she still ain't gonna have Blueface.
the type of stuff Krishan was.
I think I really truly have always thought Krishan Rock was like. Well, first off, at first I thought she was a man, but then secondly, when I found out it was a girl, and then if you listen to any of her songs, they are like, I don't know how to explain this without being super rude. Like, let me just say it like this: like, I think Krishan Rock like has some sort of like Down syndrome or like autistic or like something like that. Which I'm not saying that would be a thing that would make you better or not good at making music or whatever. But I'm saying that like she definitely has where there's something off with her. Like you can see it on her eye, like the way her eyes, the way her face is built, everything. Like there's just she's something special. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I don't know.
Another time this year, she goes to this streamer event. You know, instead of finding a babysitter or having somebody just watch the baby or bringing the baby with her, she decides to leave this baby in the car by himself in the middle of the summer. And Twitch employees ended up seeing the baby.
What? I'm telling you, like, look at that face. That face says it all, guys. This face right here. says everything you need to know about Krishan Rock. She's got some type of something. She does. She has to. And well, let me give her this too. Like, the only song that I ever had heard was because they were on a stream and she kept playing it, and they kept telling her, like, they were trying to do the interviews and stuff, like, with both of them, and she kept being like, you know, like, trying to turn that shit back on. And it was the one where it's like talking about a vibe or something. It's a vibe, or this is a vibe, or that's so. That was the only song I had ever heard where I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. But it wasn't like nothing where it would like I don't think people playing it in the club. I don't think that people playing it in the car. I don't think that even people are playing it at their house. But there was that one song, you know, and so I don't like diss her like that way, but I just, any other thing that I heard, like, she just sounds annoying, her voice, and like I said, the way that she just acts is like so ridiculous. So let's carry on.
Finding his baby. And it became a whole big situation because what are you doing? Why would you leave your baby in the car in the heat by itself? And the incident was so bad, Twitch ended up banning her off the platform. Then there was another time, she had Blueface house so dirty that this nigga dad had to kick her out of jail while Blueface was in jail. Blueface allegedly called him up, said, bro, get Krishan Rock out my house. And so that's what he did. My point in telling you all of this is, without digging into every little situation on Krishan, because I did drop a video on her during the summer, just understand she was on bad time in creating this horrible narrative. And since Blueface done got out, he made it worse. So Blueface got out early last week, and he didn't waste no time getting on the internet. He been viral almost every couple days, every day. He did a stream with DDG a couple days ago. It's already at over 1 million views. A stream clip from DDG and Blueface at 1 million views. That goes to show how much attention Blueface got on him right now. So he gets out, and the next day, literally, problems would spark up between everybody in his life. His mama back in this, his baby mama's back. Hot New Hip Hop will write this. Blueface been out of jail for just a couple days now. He's already facing some drama involving the mothers of his children, Jaden and Krishan Rock. It all started yesterday when Blueface took all of his kids to an arcade with Krishan by his side. Krishan Jr. was there, and his kids with Jaden were there as well. Videos of the outing made their way to social media, and Jaden was not happy. She subsequently published a video in which she called Krishan Rock a crack-headed bitch. Took her kids, saying she didn't want them near Krishan Rock. She didn't want that Krishan Rock influence on her kid, which, look, you gotta respect it, because I wouldn't leave my kids.
Damn. See, the other baby mama ain't half stupid, but Krishan Rock definitely stupid. So I get why the baby mama would be like, hell no, because I don't want my kid around no bullshit like that, you know? So
With Krishan Rock either. Y'all done heard?
I mean, every person doesn't want their kid to be around no bullshit, especially Krishan Rock, the type of person to like flip on a dime and like cause bullshit for you. So
you can look it up. Like, I promise you, I'm not lying about her wiping that snot in her baby head. That shit really happened. But Blueface mom even got in. She got on Instagram talking about Krishan Rock. It was so much going on within just a couple days of this man getting out of prison.
No, nothing. She drove off and left that baby at Mount Tasia trying to follow my son. Jonathan daddy don't got no diapers. He ain't got no food. He don't know what the to do. Y'all need to start holding people accountable. This is not funny no more. This is not a game no more. And that was the ugliest I've ever seen in my life. And y'all watched her put that woman's baby on camera, knowing that Jaden don't play about her kids.
damn. So the way she did it, she knew that it was gonna get back to Jaden, almost as like I'm shitting in your face sort of a thing, like you can't do nothing about it. Ooh, that's a sting.
Why would that girl put that girl's kids on the camera and ruin their
True
whole
that.
day? So now Jaden picks her kids up, and they not with their dad right now. But she got what she wanted, and that's okay. That's okay. John needs.
Which means that it was probably even deeper than what I'm saying. Like, she probably was like, I know it's going to get her to where she'll pick up her kids. Now her kids aren't here. She ain't here. It's just me, Blueface, and our baby.
To spend a lot of time with her kid, too. But that's okay.
It wasn't just probably.
For real. And I was like looking at that shit, and I'm pretty sure that the Blueface and Krishan's baby like definitely looks like the Twilight baby. I'm pretty sure. If not, I'm thinking of the Island Boy guy. I don't know. Hold on.
Between each baby mama. I mean, Blueface kind of started a war between both of them. He got out and he was like, look, I didn't want either one of them. I don't want them no more because when I was locked up, they wasn't there for me. And it all started out with a tweet where Blueface said exactly that. Neither one of them was there for him. And so he says this. And of course they're gonna get online and try to defend themselves. But the thing is, Jaden came with receipts. She would reply to him and say weekly packages up until he said stop because Krishan Rock was getting mad. And when I say receipts, I quite literally mean she was pulling out receipts, inmate commissary purchases under Blueface prison ID. She's showing him sending money, doing stuff for him, messages, all that. So she really showed proof that she was locked in with Blueface, but she feels like he never appreciated it. And it would kind of go from her anger targeted toward
So he was playing you so that you would send him shit.
Blueface to both the baby mamas. So now they online
Ice cold.
arguing. And it wasn't just between Jaden and Krishan. They was dragging the baby into it. Remember, the internet been making fun of this baby for years. Jaden's right there. She's seen this shit happen real time, so I guess it influenced her to, hey, she gonna talk shit about the baby too.
One thing for sure and two things for certain. You bitches go on live talking about, oh, and if you talk about my son and anybody that talk about my son and this is what happens to them and da-da-da-da. No, and if any play about my kids or disrespect my kids or disrespect me about my kids, yeah, we gonna see how far I'm willing to take it. I'm not no buster about my kids, okay? I don't let anybody just play with them. I don't let anybody just be around my kid. I don't let anybody, it ain't like that over here.
Whoa.
Now, Blueface has
That Jaden's mad.
always been this controversial machine, and this controversy is not gonna slow down no time soon. People on the internet, I'm not gonna say they was missing Blueface.
I think it's crazy that why do all the YouTubers make videos saying downfall? It's this person's downfall. It's this person's downfall. They're done. This person's destroyed. It's like, nah, there's certain situations where that could be the case, but I really feel like you got to understand how the machine works, and people like Blueface understand how the machine works. So they're always doing shit because they know about clip farming. They know about fucking making shit viral. They know, and then sometimes I really think that it's raw emotion and actual like passion where they're actually just really upset, him and Krishan, because like I seen like them fighting like outside of a shop and shit, and I seen like they just do stuff like that, like where it's like that's where like I said what I said, where like he should have got away from all that shit at the very beginning and just literally locked in. Like if he was smart right now, he could be doing world tours. He could literally have gotten together 2 or 3 other huge artists, and they could be doing a United States tour, or a North America tour, a South America tour, of on the other side of the world tour. Just like he could be making so much money, and like literally avoiding everything back in California that's dragging him down, everything out in Las Vegas that's dragging him down, like. But instead, he would rather like be around the BS, and it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. But he'll either end up back in jail, or he'll keep doing the right thing, and he'll stay out and get him move up on shit. And that's where it's all up to him. And that's what like the whole thing of this human experience is that like it's all about choices. So he's gonna have to make the choice to say whether he wants to stay out of jail or not. And that's the truth.
But they miss some of that toxic stuff he was bringing. So when he brings this toxic energy out and he puts this crazy shit on the internet,
people love it. It's moving his tracks. It's moving, and he's already got big tracks that are like actually good. So it's not like, I mean, everyone wants always new music from their artists that they like and stuff. But like, there's just multiple different sides to it.
people are gonna pay attention, and I think he knows that because ever since he got out, he has been responding to the hate. He has been responding to a lot that's going on surrounding his name.
Look, I'm gonna address this one time only for your game. My whole term, I did everything the correct way.
I seen this. I think it's like C5 or something like that. Like DP'd him because they said he wasn't accepting fades in jail from other gang members. I don't know. Let's watch.
I hit the minimum yard. 3 weeks. I'm out of there. My points went up. Nigga, I'm on active yard, gangland. I did everything the correct way. All that popping about Blueface got a DP. Don't screw your crib. I've been from the hood for damn near a decade. I ain't been DP'd one time. And it's not gonna happen because I follow the rules. I program. Screw your crib. Like, I know I'm fresh out and I got this prison shit booming and wanna come out and tell their story. A blind got on here and said, we had mandatory yard. You squabbled in our ops. You were not on the active yard. Dead homies. If you squabbled any ops in prison, you were not on the active yard. That's a no.
that's not true. Like, and he's a famous person, so they would put him in PC regardless. But besides that, I mean, in federal they might let you out and about. But like I said, besides that, like, usually if another gang member wants to fight another gang member, usually everybody from the other gang jumps that person and gets them to leave the unit. So whichever person has more numbers, but that can always go left if you know that person gets a shank or be on some other stuff. But I mean that to say that, like, I'm not saying he's not telling the truth, because everyone has their own experience and stuff goes how they say. But like, I really truly feel like they wouldn't put him there's no way they'd put him in a yard with other people. He would be in like a protective unit, like a 23-1, or like something where they can like always keep an eye on you. They wouldn't let, I mean, unless you like simply were like, I do not care if I get stabbed, I do not care if I have to fight, then I don't know. I don't know if they would still let you out. And I don't know. Because I feel like I said, if someone wants to fight you in jail, you have to fight, just fight. Fuck it. Start throwing, whatever, But, I mean, I don't know. He's just famous. And so I just think it's weird.
Oh, go. Come on, cuz. It's 2026. Let me fix that. I've been from the hood for over a decade.
It's not 2026. It's 2025. This guy is just.
That's why. Ask about that. Over a decade.
Well, you're under a decade because we're still in 2025. But
I did everything that a nigga. It's nothing.
Do you think maybe he literally was in jail and he literally lost track of time and he really truly thinks it's 2026 already?
That I ain't did.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Y'all know what I'm talking about. School crib.
And I mean, at the end of the day, you can't blame nobody but the niggas that pay attention to it. The people on the internet, the Blueface supporters, the Krishan Rock supporters, they see them do this crazy stuff online and they give it attention, so it's gonna keep happening. They making money off this. They clip farming. They clip farming what they.
I said that. That was literally one of my points. Like, I literally truly think that these people just clip farm. Like, it's literally, they know you guys will watch it. Eat it up like some hot soup.
Real life, they clip farming with their kids. Then as all of this going on, everybody getting hate. Krishan Rock was getting so much hate. At one point, she would get online and overshare. I mean, me personally, if I'm in that situation, I'm not telling nobody what I got going on. But she got on live. She was like, man, I'm about to get married. I'm buying land. I'm trying to build a compound. She talking all of this, basically saying she done with Blueface. She got her new nigga on the way.
And everybody that keep trying to get something out of me, no. If you want to see me, come to Baltimore on my turf where I'm safe at.
That's so funny. And then her new dude's gonna have to like literally look at a Blueface tattoo like all the time. Imagine you like you hitting it from the side and you trying to look at her face and she got her old dude's face tattooed on her face. You can't run away from that. And then you look across the room and she got her baby in. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. I'm terrible for that.
I'm not going up there
continue.
LA unless I get paid. I'm right back in Baltimore.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just bought acres of land. I'm building a foundation, a compound. I'm getting married.
I don't believe her.
It's so much things that I've been working on behind the scenes with God. I'm just going to allow.
Hey, if she found God, maybe. God. God's the only one who can save something like this.
Just bless it, sanctify it, and that's it. I'm out the way on purpose, bro. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know the half. And I feel like that's the thing. Y'all don't know too much, so y'all trying to get me on here to talk too much. I'm not ready to talk to y'all.
But what do y'all think? How do y'all really feel about Blueface?
Truly, if I'm going to be honest, I think that Blueface should just chill, dog. But I get he's got to make money, man. He's got to keep making moves. He's got to keep doing his thing. So I get it. So that's really it, and I mean, if Krishan Rock is really doing the right thing and she's really trying to stay out the way, she's doing like, Jesus and the God thing, like that's awesome, dude. I wish, like I said, people like Blueface could do the same thing, like kind of just get out of the way and do what he needs to do to be happy for himself instead of trying to make the world happy off of whatever he's got going on. And then the Jaden chick, like I think that she should be doing the same sort of shit. Like she should be done with playing with Blueface and all this other shit. And I think she is. I think that she's been done with the stuff that happens and nothing ever changes, And so that's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you if you watched this far. Say coconut in the comments. That'll let me know that you watched this far. And have a good night. Bing wop boom mop me mop bam.